It is no secret that Dragon Shield is my absolute favorite TCG accessory brand. You know, in fact, when they reached out to me about a partnership, I agreed almost on the spot. With that said though, not every product is always perfect, so today we're gonna be taking a look at some of the brand new Dragon Shield products, including some new Flesh and Blood sleeves. We also have new versions of my favorite sleeves on the market, some dual matte sleeves. We have 3 different colors of this, 3 different versions of new Flesh and Blood sleeves, as well as these new art sleeves that look really, really nice. So we're gonna take a look at 9 brand new Dragon Shield sleeve products today. We're gonna open them up, check them out, see how they stand up to their other products, and you can decide if they are for you or not. If they are for you, I do have an affiliate link in the description down below with Dragon Shield, though Dragon Shield did not pay me to do this video. They just sent me these sleeves and they're like, here you go. You can check them out. You can do whatever you want with them. And I decided, you know what, let's do a review. I'm gonna be using these. In fact, I have used some of these already in the Flesh and Blood Invitational Goliath Gauntlet. We'll talk about that and how the sleeves performed in that event. But let's talk about these sleeves just kind of in general and see how they look in person. And here is the full gambit of the sleeves that we're going to be looking at today. Like I said, we have some brushed art sleeves. We have some art matte sleeves, specifically these Dragons of Flesh and Blood sleeves. And we have my absolute favorite sleeves on the market, the matte dual sleeves in 3 brand new colors. So without further ado, let's talk about my favorite sleeves on the market. As you can see, some of these have already been opened because I have been actually testing these out. And we still have some of them kind of in the packaging here, but we will open them up so you can see exactly what they look like, because not all of them look exactly like the box art. They do to some degree. So let's get on with it. Like I said, we're gonna start with the dual matte sleeves. Let's kick it off with the Ember Sleeves. Now these sleeves are more of an orangish hue, and I actually use them to pilot this Dash Inventor Extraordinaire deck at the first ever Flesh and Blood Invitational. You may or may not have seen the video by now in which I play this versus DM Armada to varying degrees of luck. You should just go watch the video. It's good fun. But the sleeves look like this. Once again, they are very, very orange. Like all dual mattes, they do have the black matte inside, and they just look, oh so nice. So highly recommended. If you like this orangish kind of hue, very, very Halloween themed, in all honesty. Like the orange and the black feels very, very Halloween to me. As always, I think these dual mattes maintain the quality as the previous ones, having absolutely amazing shuffle feel. These feel fantastic to play with. They feel fantastic to just kind of flip through the cards with. They feel sturdy. They just feel fantastic. This is without a doubt my favorite sleeve on the market. If I had to give a grade to the dual mattes, it would be like, I don't know, like A+, S tier, however you want to call it. Absolutely love the, I guess they're called matte dual. I call them dual mattes, but absolutely fantastic. And that's not the only way I tested them out. I also sleeved up my brand new Warhammer 40K Commander decks. This one actually is the Wraith color. So the Wraith is more of this purple color here, and I sleeved up my Imperium 40K deck in this. And last but not least, for the colors here, we have the Fury, which looks kind of like a darker red, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of like this, you know, strawberry red, I guess you could say. I sleeved up my Chaos deck here in these, and once again, they just look absolutely fantastic. Highly, highly recommended. Once again, my favorite sleeves currently on the market here. They are just an absolute joy. If you had to pick any sleeve, I would recommend these or my own custom Red Zone Rogue Dragon Shield sleeves, because come on, it's my own thing. We have this one as a newer one, as well as our current Halloween one in collaboration with Lucky Customs. She's a fantastic anime artist, and she drew our characters in very cute and wholesome, you know, Halloween theme. We also have this one as sleeves as well. And why I'm mentioning these, not just to sell them to you, but also to sell them to you, these are brushed art sleeves, and that is what we're going to be talking about next, the new line of brushed art sleeves from Dragon Shield. So these are 3 of the new ones, and I really, really like the style they have going on here. I guess these ones are very subjective about, you know, the kind of art that you like. If you like this art, if you like my own custom art, or even, you know, more anime themed one, or a different style here. They're all art brush. They all have the same kind of consistency and feel. You know, sturdiness wise, all Dragon Shields are quite strong. I think the dual mats just feel a little bit better, but these ones are also quite excellent. And I also have examples because I have been playing with at least 2 of these. We showed off 2 of the Warhammer 40k decks. Well, we have the other 2 Warhammer 40k decks sleeved up in these sleeves. So here we have the Necrons deck, and I chose to sleeve this one up in the new Halloween brushed art sleeves. And here's the really interesting thing here. For these, you can see the border here. So they actually kind of colored in the border and made a gradient so it kind of looks congruous with the rest of the art piece. So it actually looks quite nice. If you like the Halloween theme, I actually really, really like these. I generally don't, you know, like the holiday ones all that much, but I love Halloween. Obviously, I made my own Halloween sleeve, so absolutely love it. I do really like the gradient here. I think they look very nice. As opposed to these sleeves, which actually have this kind of like white border around it that's just kind of unavoidable. It's just how the custom Dragon Shield sleeves work, but these ones look very nice. I wish, oh, for the sleeve crafter sleeves, I really wish you could color in the border. That would make it look so good. I'd probably do black on most of them, but I do like this gradient that they have going on here. So that's gonna be the real difference between their own custom brushed art and then my own custom brushed art sleeves. Texture and shuffle wise, they still feel quite good. You can see how they're very, very uniform across the board. Here, let's kind of like pull these out and just kind of give it a nice little shuffle. Shuffle feels good, but it's not quite as good as the matte duals. These are a little bit stickier. Not very sticky, like I hesitant to use the word sticky at all, but you can feel more friction when shuffling these together and when like flipping through the cards. You know, when you flip them through, they kind of clump just a little bit, whereas the dual mats are like buttery smooth. So yeah, we do have the Necrons deck here, all sleeved up in the 2022 Halloween sleeves. Very, very nice. And then we also have the other 40k deck, and this one is sleeved up in the Starry Night Dragon sleeves, which is pretty cool. As a fan of classical art, I did study art in college. I do like this Starry Night Dragon. It's cool. And I decided, you know what? The Tyranids. I think the Tyranids and the Starry Night Dragon. This dragon looks like it could be a Tyranid. Maybe it's a little too pleasant for the Tyranids, because the Tyranids are like pretty monstrous, but I still think it works pretty well. As you see, once again, good quality. We still have this gradient here. Starts off dark here and then goes to light. I do like this. Yeah, as you flip through, you can kind of see how it clumps just a little bit as we go through. Not a lot, just doesn't feel quite as pristine as the dual mats. Once again, this is kind of like nitpicking. I think these are all fantastic, right? But there are, you know, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to tiny little nitpicks when the sleeves are all so good. So that's those 2. Then we also have this one, which I haven't opened up yet. And, you know, for all of these sleeves, every time I get them, I really like to give them the proper rounds. I'm gonna get a box cutter. And what I mean by proper rounds is I like to actually, you know, test out all the sleeves with my actual decks. And usually I'll just leave them in there unless the sleeves like suck. Luckily for me, Dragon Shield is awesome, and I've never had Dragon Shield sleeves that sucked, to be completely frank here. Yeah, so these are these brushed art sleeves with this kind of like Japanese like painting style. This one is the Great Wave of Kanagawa, or Great Wave off Kanagawa. Ooh, I can kind of see the frames here. Oh, these are nice. Oh, I really like these actually. I really like these. And like always, they feel really good. These, you know, boxes come with 100 sleeves, but that's not entirely true. Usually end up with a couple more, right? I've seen boxes have 101, 104. It's about a little bit more than 100, which is good. Because like for all these commander decks, I sleeve them all up, and then I was able to put like this big chunky card in one of the sleeves as well. That's a good thing to note too. You can fit the big chunky cards, like the big, like, I don't even know what you call these, like the big, like, these cardboard monsters. You can actually fit those in this sleeve. Oh, that's a good channel name, Cardboard Monsters. Yo, YouTubers out there, if you wanted to make a YouTube channel, that one's on me, Cardboard Monsters. Anyway, maybe it's a terrible name. I really like these. I don't know what deck. Oh, you know what would be a perfect deck for these? A Flesh and Blood ninja deck. This would look so good in a ninja deck, like an Ira deck or something like that. Oh, I gotta do that. I have thoughts now. Yeah, I need to build like a Blitz Ira deck or something like that and put these in them. Gonna look really nice. So that was not planned, by the way. I just thought of that on the spot. Very, very nice. I really dig these. And that comes to our final sleeves, these Dragons of Wraith, these Flesh and Blood Dragon Shield sleeves. So we're gonna open these up and give you my first impressions of these. Typically, I love these sleeves. They are fantastic, and I have a feeling they're gonna continue to be fantastic, though we wanna make sure that the quality is still there. All right, so of course we have Asvali, we have Ubia, and we have Miragai, absolutely some of my favorite dragons in Flesh and Blood. They're actually all very playable, like very, very playable dragons, which is great. Miragai here sees a lot of play, both casual and competitive. Absolutely fantastic dragon, basically protecting your other dragons, enabling you to do some shenanigans. Ubi is also quite good, being a pretty hardy dragon, but also spawning little baby dragons, which is fantastic. Kind of swarms the board, and she's pretty difficult to deal with. And then finally we have Asvali, who is a dragon with reach, because he basically shoots out lightning at 2 targets, which is awesome. You know, basically doing exactly what he does in the art here. And let's just start off with Asvali. I always, once again, really like these Flesh and Blood sleeves. Unlike the other sleeves, these ones are matte textured, whereas the other sleeves are not matte textured. They are that brushed texture, right? And you can kind of see how smooth it is here. Well, the matte texturing has more of a bumpy finish, but because of that, I think just feels really, really nice. It gives you that texture. Oh, these are so clean. And as you can see here, you can see that texture compared to something like this. Look at the shine, and then compare it to here. So you can definitely see, at least visually, the difference. Oh, and these just feel really, really nice. Honestly, these feel exactly like the previous ones, but like, look at this. I love just fanning through. When you have a bunch of the same art, and you just kind of fan through it like that, it just looks so cool. Yeah, these seem to be the same kind of quality. Really, really like them. And I love how they have minimal branding on the back. And by minimal, there's literally none. It's just the art. No Dragon Shield branding, no Flesh and Blood branding. It is literally just the art. So like, say you wanted to sleeve these up in a non-Flesh and Blood deck, you could do so, and it would look amazing. You should sleeve them up in a Flesh and Blood deck, but you don't have to, is what I'm getting at. I do like how they have like a little bit of the dragons here on the box as well. And here we also have the artist credits, which is also very, very cool. Legend Story Studios on the tab. These are just really, really well thought out packaging and design. Oh, I've never seen this, like with the full art down here. This looks sweet, dude. I didn't actually know. This looks awesome. And look at the cute little baby dragons. Look at the cute little baby dragons. This is gonna sound weird, but if you have a mother out there who plays card games, doesn't have to be your mother. Maybe it's your spouse. Yeah, this would be perfect for them. For like Mother's Day or something. Look at these cute little baby dragons. And then the big mama dragon. I love it. These look actually really, really cool. And then finally, Miragai, I think is my favorite of the 3. Actually, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's honestly hard to say. But yo, okay, I have seen the full art of Miragai. And look at all these boats. Look how big the dragon is in comparison to these boats. I actually think that this particular one could be a nice companion to this one here, right? So we have these. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool, right? Same kind of vibe, but like different art styles. Like this one's a more realistic art style. This one's a more like traditional Japanese style, but I still think they're very, very cool, and they complement each other very well. If you're doing like a 2-headed giant or a team event, oh, these would be sick to like roll up with these as your whole team, oh, that would be cool. So yeah, these are beautiful. To be quite frank, these are beautiful sleeves. They look super, super nice. So yeah, very, very happy with these. I can definitely recommend them. I think they're more expensive than the normal sleeves, but look at these. They look amazing. I love how the art is on full display here. So, I mean, Flesh and Blood's my favorite game. This art looks great, and the sleeves are great. I don't think I can recommend it more, to be completely frank. But you know, if you wanted to have some variation out there, you also have these other sleeves, which I think are also very, very nice. Like these, kind of surprised me a bit here. Once again, I will reiterate, I think the dual mats are my favorites. Even though I love the art on these, and even though these are just like a solid color, I love the dual mats because they have the black inside. That's like my favorite thing. Absolutely love those. But honestly, I sleeve a lot of my decks up in these type of sleeves as well. I have my Lexi deck in Lexi sleeves. And for these ones, I'm comfortable sleeving any Flesh and Blood deck up in these. So that's going to be the video today. Thank you so much for watching. I highly recommend all of these. It all depends on your needs, right? If you just kind of want like a cool holiday themed one, or just like a really spooky themed one, I really, really like this sleeve. I love how like it covers the entire border. I think that's one of the downsides of these, that it has this white border, which still looks really nice and clean. But I also just like the full extension on there, which is really, really nice. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think of these sleeves in the comments down below. Have you picked any of them up? Will you be picking any of them up? I would very much like to know. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.